Hey, we're live. Main offenders back in the home studios.
Loose. Oh,
Have a
yeah.
couple killer Millers. I got the small ones today because there
Why?
was a sale for like a 30 pack of these the baby bullets, and which is
You know
just
our viewers aren't going to like that.
regular cans. But watch this. It's like if you start drinking, you can turn your beers into a transformer. It forms a giant beer if you stack them like that.
But then how does the liquid get into the other one, Tyler? Oh, he's doing it. Oh, no. Ooh.
We need a transformer sound effect there.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll get that in post.
Yeah, we'll add it to the post.
Yeah.
So, not to fear.
Yeah.
A
Welcome
regular
to the
beer
most...
could the most innovative podcast in
Yeah.
North America,
You look at that. Yeah.
where a normal sized beer can become a giant beer very
Mhm.
quickly.
I was going to say remedial.
Oh, remedial. That's a pretty good
I'm using big words
pretty
nowadays.
good word. What does it mean?
Retarded.
Man,
Something it's a nice word for retarded.
no, they got a thing going on with Miller Lights. I guess there's a big promotion. You can win a Miller Lite barbecue, and I'm trying to get that,
Oh,
of course.
that'd be
Of
nice,
course.
eh? Out on the
Mhm.
back porch, getting a couple Miller Lite dogs going.
Oh, a couple Millsies. Just drinking my little baby beers, cooking some dinky dogs for the kids.
Yeah. Relax, Jenna. These aren't even tall boys. Like I thought we talked about this.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Baby, I told you I was downsizing.
Yeah. 12
Yeah.
of these is like a 6-pack of the tall boys. It's not a big deal.
Oh, yeah. I definitely use tall boy math against my wife.
Yeah.
So it's so good. You've been drinking a lot lately. It just seems like there's more because
Yeah.
they're smaller.
I need more targets for my BB gun, Jenna.
Well, you don't want me just killing animals all over this property,
like,
right?
get it together, lady. Like,
Holy. Oh, man.
that's stupid.
Miller Lite should bring me back on as their spokesperson.
you're a calendar in their calendar, weren't you?
Yeah, I was Mr. January in the Miller Lite calendar for the real guys of Miller Lite.
Yeah.
Which was pretty funny.
Did you write in to get that?
No, they hit me up out of the blue. I still don't know how they found me. Probably just online or whatever. They're looking for a comic, or someone knew who I was and was like, "Hey, this guy drinks a lot. He's a huge alcoholic.
Yeah.
You got to get him in here.
You got to get him in here."
And it was awesome. Like I'd have to look at the calendar to see who else was in it, but I was only comedian. But like Rick Campanelli, if you remember him, Rick's in a bunch of stuff now, but he used to be Rick the Temp on Much Music in Canada, our version of MTV.
Yeah,
Rick the Temp,
classic beauties,
Canadian gems, you know. But I did find it funny that they ran that campaign because, you know, like beers traditionally, when you're speaking to an audience, you want to get some hot chicks in that calendar. Like, when did Big Tits stop selling beer?
Yeah, exactly.
When did bimbos with big tits stop selling beer? Like, I can't picture my dad and his buddies drinking in the garage or the carport, if you will, crushing some beers and be like, check out the calendar, boys. It's in. It's like, hey, check out the beer gut on Mr. December.
Yeah.
Fuck that. You got to see the plumber's crack on Mr. July. You know,
just
like,
sitting there drinking in your garage, like, look at these losers.
Yeah, these guys make us feel better about ourselves.
You're drinking Michelob Ultra in your Muskoka chair. Look at these losers. It's so funny how we how they still glorify drinking. You know what I mean? Drinking's probably one of the worst drugs on the face of the planet.
Settle
sure.
down.
Well,
Settle down with your rhetoric.
when it
When did this turn into the Christian hour?
I'll be honest with you, it is. It's the biggest gateway drug of all time. And
Whatever, man. Yeah, I'll
I
drive
just-
right through the gateway drunk.
why don't we have a calendar for meth addicts? You know what I mean? I think that would be pretty cool too.
Well, there's usually isn't that like the obituaries?
Yeah.
Just go on your local. You ever go on the local church or the local funeral home, their obituaries, and just see if anyone in your town died that you know? Just cruising through, oh shit, Jim bit the big one.
Thought he died 4 years ago.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I want to see a calendar for meth addicts. I think that'd be hilarious.
It's a scratch and sniff.
Mr. March is the guy that comes around and rips out all your copper piping when you're on vacation with your family.
Yeah.
Yeah. I heard on the radio too. I thought was hilarious. It's this charity you can donate. They get all these losers on there, right? It's there's a guy Terry today. He's like, I always had a problem with drinking, but it really turned for the worse when I couldn't even get up without having a beer. And he's like, I lost my family, I lost my career. And they're like, it's
and now I listen to the Main Offenders podcast.
Yeah. And it's like, Terry could be your brother, your neighbor, your friend. Please donate your car today. Get the top tax refund. Blah blah blah.
So it's cars for
It's no, you can it's for addicts or whatever. You donate your car, and then they get
donate your car
to addicts. Yeah. So the person
shouldn't they be riding bikes?
Yeah. So you're gonna donate more money to the guy who stole your radio out of your car. That's really
yeah. Now we gotta listen to him singing while he's driving.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Oh, so that's a crazy charity. Some of the charities I always thought were So some of these
I could get cars for kids and shit, but cars for addicts, really? We're gonna let these
kids can't drive.
They've already had slip ups. Yeah.
But you're gonna give an addict
a vehicle.
Yeah. He's just gonna steal it. He's just gonna steal one.
He's gonna steal one anyway.
Yeah, that's bizarre.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
My favorite,
just trying to get them out of the encampments into a gently used Buick.
My favorite charity that I don't understand, and someone please feel free to enlighten me as to why this is a charity. It was called Straight Not Narrow, and it was a charity where they raise money, and it's straight people who aren't homophobic spreading the message to not be homophobic. It's you need money to just not be an asshole.
Yeah.
So it's sounds like someone needed to start a charity
to cover their own ass.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. So mom and dad didn't find out they were gay.
Yeah.
It's oh, you're feeling pretty guilty about your closet homosexuality. So you started a charity to raise money to make little T-shirts because you got a cute, clever slogan: "Straight, not narrow."
Straight, not narrow. Yeah, that's fucking weird.
I never understood it. And please feel free to tell me that I'm an asshole and I'm wrong. I just didn't get that. I don't know why they would need money.
And it is Pride. I mean? It's Pride Month this month, everybody.
It's well, are gay people who are marginalized receiving the funds? Oh no, this is for the straight people that like gay people.
That like gay people to spread the message.
Listen, we like gay people.
Hey, listen,
send us money.
We're not gay, but we love the gays. That's so dumb. I don't get it.
We're straight, not narrow.
Yeah.
Not to be confused with our charity. Totally not fucking gay, bud.
Yeah. It's the Main Offenders Charity. You guys can go on and donate today.
All you gotta do is join the Patreon, and the money goes right to our organization. Totally not gay, bud.
Yeah.
Just letting you know, we're totally not gay.
Yeah.
Totally not gay. We love the gays, but we're totally not.
We should dress up like they thems and go down the Pride Parade this week. What do you think, TT?
I mean, we got the tits.
Try to get a little coos. How fast before you think we got spotted? Pretty fucking quick.
Oh, buddy, we'd be the bells of the ball.
Yeah.
They love. I believe women don't choose the bear. These gay dudes, they'll choose the bears.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think we're going to be getting a whole lot of pussy. Just a whole lot of cock.
A lot of back pussy.
A lot of back pussy, yeah. Some nice unwiped back pussy for you boys.
Bring your fanny pack and pack some fanny.
Yeah.
Toronto Pride 2025. That's their slogan, I believe.
Well, yeah. Happy Pride Month, everybody.
And to commemorate Pride Month, Richard Simmons, his home is for sale. $7 million. You thought Diddy's mansion was filled with baby oil.
Yeah.
You walk into Richard's mansion, you just slip and break your fucking neck.
Yeah.
You'll need Diddy to give you the camel clutch and work you out. Do you remember the Simmons bowling ball mattress? Do you remember that? Let's look this up. I just want to check this out. Simmons bowling ball mattress. Richard Simmons. I feel like he was the one who endorsed it. He did. So it was a beauty. Okay, let's watch the commercial on here. We got it, right?
Yeah.
It was this mattress that you could drop a bowling ball on the bed and your partner in the bed wouldn't be disturbed. That's how separate the mattress was and how comfortable it was.
Hi, I'm Richard Simmons, and we're here to talk about your health. Well, you know about exercise, you gotta sweat. And you know about nutrition, you gotta run away.
Yeah!
Only Simmons Beauty Rest mattresses are constructed with independently responding contrast.
Even the guy working there is rolling his eyes.
You'll have a better night's sleep. Drop the ball here. Your bedroom must be cool and quiet and dark. Simmons Beauty Rest.
It's hilarious.
Is it still? There we go.
No, you're good.
Okay, so the Simmons bowling ball mattress. So you could be sleeping so comfortably, and Richard Simmons could be butt fucking a guy right beside you on the bed. You wouldn't even know moving.
Just banging out some little twink, and you're having the best sleep of your life. You've heard it here first.
Yeah, every night will be like you got roofied.
Yeah. What do you think, Simmons is the bottom or the top?
Oh, buddy. That's a good question. He's got to be the bottom.
I don't know. He works out a lot. What's the point of doing all that exercise if you're not going to put it to good use?
Yeah, true. I love Richard Simmons, though. He's fucking hilarious.
I love Richard Simmons, too.
My mom used to always work out to the Richard Simmons workout videos
my
in the
mom
80s.
Too. Yeah.
And they had sweating to the oldies, so it'd always be old classic music. Like, ain't no mountain high enough.
Yeah.
Ain't no valley low enough.
Yeah.
Ain't no river wide enough to keep me from sucking your cock.
Yeah.
I think that's how the
lyrics
lyrics
go. Is that what
go.
they do? Yeah. Oh, no.
Oh, I committed to that one.
Yeah.
Committed to the bit, baby.
Yeah.
Oh man,
It's up for $7 million, eh? Jesus Christ. Where
$7
is it?
million.
In Hollywood?
Yeah, I guess
Or-
so.
Well, I
West
don't know.
Hollywood, probably.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know where Richard Simmons was putting his feet up, where he was resting his head.
Everyone talks about the Valley as being. Have you been in the Valley in LA?
Mm-mm.
Everyone's like, ugh, the Valley. I'm like, shut the fuck up. You're in California having a good. Yeah, but I live in the Valley.
Yeah, but California's
Yeah.
sick.
You want to live in Saskatchewan, you cunt?
Yeah, the
Let's
whole
not-
fucking
Let's not
place
get.
is on fire.
Yeah. Yeah, it's smoky out.
Yeah,
It's a
someone
little
fucking
bit smoky.
so fell asleep with a dart
Yeah.
and lit their fucking couch on fire. And now
Fire.
the fucking whole
The
province
whole
is burning.
works is up.
I think that's how it started.
Yeah, I think that's usually how it starts. Do you remember seeing fucking smoke like this though? When you're like, there's always been fires. Like,
Maybe I was too young to remember, but like the last few years, like these wildfires that happen out west in Canada, Alberta and BC have had wildfires, and we definitely get the smoke over here.
yeah,
It's
but you
pretty
never,
crazy.
I never seen it before. It's like last year was the first time I seen that
Oh yeah,
in my whole life. Like, I don't know
I
what the fuck.
I fucking seen it before, but
I
not.
still
don't
don't
remember
believe
it.
in the carbon tax. I'll tell you that much. I don't care how
Yep.
fucking smoky it
Yep.
gets. Stop charging me $10 for a fucking onion.
You know what size my fucking carbon footprint is? Bigfoot.
Bigfoot.
The monster truck, not the Yeti.
Yeah.
And don't get mad at us, Saskatchewan. We hope you guys recover, because I'm coming out there in November.
Woohoo.
Yep, with
Saskatoon,
the Capitol Theater with John Moses, and our buddy Braden Lynch is going to be on the show.
Doesn't get me on it. Thanks a lot, boys.
No, we'll have to come back with you, buddy.
Yeah.
We need a few more viewers.
Yeah.
On Main Offenders before I can pull those strings.
Yeah.
No, we got Fight Stories Live happening also with John Nasty Morasti, Wicked Enforcer, and also, one of the members of the TV show Shorzy. So you're going to want to check that out. Tickets, I think, just went on sale. So check it out, the Capitol Theater's website.
Beauty.
You're going to want to catch both those shows, and there's probably a couple more dates.
They're gonna be great.
They're the best,
Yeah.
But we'll
never
Tommy,
sell out a theater of this show. We don't have NHLers coming on our shit. It's more like drug addicts and
we're
alcoholics.
We are the.
Who wants to see my neighbor Ted down the street?
Let me
he's
say
not really
this.
my neighbor anymore. He's kind of homeless, but he just hangs out on the street still.
We're a podcast of the people. We speak to the degens, and I think one thing I'd like to see more of on this podcast is people punch in and jump in on the. You want to come and talk to us? Let us know.
Yeah.
Because you know what? Like, we're not chasing. We ain't chasing. But I'll say this.
We have a lot of loser friends. We don't need you guys.
In the theme of the main offenders, what we want to hear about from you guys, the people, the public. Let us know. We want to hear about the time that you said something that offended someone. What are the instances in the story around the time you made the record stop?
Yeah.
Where you said something so out of line that everyone's jaw dropped and we're like, what the hell,
Holy
dude?
fuck.
What are you doing? What are those cringe moments? We want to know. We want to hear your story about that. So maybe drop us a comment. If you got a good one, we'll bring you on the pod and you can tell it on the podcast and we'll weigh in. We want to.
I don't know if I told this one on here. Here's one to start you guys off. This is a bad one. I was all drunk on Facebook the one night, and it's probably like 2008, 2009. So Facebook is, I don't know, kind of brand new. And this girl that I know that had a couple schmorshmans, she posted.
That sounds like something you have at a campfire, eh?
Yeah. Who wants another
graham crackers?
Schmishmarshman? Extra jam, strawberry, perfect. But anyway, she posts a picture of a baby. She had a baby, and I was all fucking drunk, and I'm like, finally decided to keep one, eh? Wrote that.
Oh yeah,
That was like one of the first comments. Buddy, my fucking inbox was just flooded. Girls calling me a piece of shit and blah blah blah. And
oh
fucking,
yeah, oh yeah.
and then all my buddies messaged me like that was fucking hilarious.
Oh man, yeah.
Yeah.
I had one. It didn't make the record stop because I just said it privately, but this would have definitely caused some trouble. A guy died in an avalanche, and someone I know was going to the kid's birthday party of the guy that died, and I asked if if the birthday cake was gonna have a hand coming out of the top of it,
Yeah.
sticking out of the icing. That's dark. That's
that's pretty hilarious.
record stop.
I'd say so.
If I said that out in public, for sure. There was one I posted that people got mad about. It was a girl that I'm friends with. She was posting a picture with like her and her boyfriend, and I just commented, "Hold on tight, it's a short ride, buddy."
Yeah.
I'm just getting blown up. You fucking asshole! Blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
You know that happens.
College was a really tough time for me, and I don't need you bringing it up. Tough time. You fucked the whole volleyball team.
Yeah, every time it's, social media, you can get the record stop. I'm trying to think of like at a time at a party. Trying to think of a time at like a social situation that I made the record stop. Do you have any social situations? Of course you do.
Yeah, when I was hammered, I asked that the one waitress to. Well, I thought the one waitress. I don't even know. I was blacked out. I don't know exactly what I said, but I said something along the lines of, "It looks like you're getting big." But I had it in my head. I thought she was pregnant. I thought someone told me she was, but she had already had the baby.
Yeah. And so
that-
she's self-conscious because she's got the post-pregnancy
which is a
weight.
shitty fucking thing to say. But yeah, I got 86 from that fucking bar.
Yeah. I
Choked by
probably
the
told
bouncer.
this on the pod too. This one time, we're working in. There's 3 girls, and 2 of them are absolute rockets. The other one's pretty hot, but she's a bit bigger. Like just but definitely not ugly. So, but I said the wrong thing.
What did you say?
We're sitting there drinking beers on the dock, and these girls are all swimming, and the one
sounds nice.
the one blonde says to the other blonde, she's like, "Hey, I don't want to use names, but let's just use a fake name. Hey, Kenzie, we should go skinny dipping later." And then the bigger girl goes, "What about me?"
Did she sound like that too?
I just made the voice because it's
Like
way
she
funnier.
has like a tuba stuck in her throat.
No, this is my impression.
Boom, 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 boom.
What about me?
What about me?
I look at her like point blank, like I had no time to stop. I go, "It's called skinny dipping."
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
and I immediately regretted it, but it was just like, boom. Sometimes you can't stop.
I know.
And again, I've said this before on the pod.
And everybody, here's the thing too. When you see somebody, everyone fucking is thinking the same thing. You just don't. When you get drunk, sometimes you just don't have that fucking filter in your. That filter waves bye to me when I'm.
Well, when you're a comedian, that's the difference between a comedian and not being a comedian. Is when you're not a comedian, you get into an altercation. When you're driving away from it, you're like, you think of the perfect line, right? And you're like, I fucking should have said that. Yeah. You're a comedian. You come up with that perfect line on the spot, and you're driving away. You're like, why the fuck did I say that?
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
There was another one that I made the record stop at a party, and we're standing there, and it's a bunch of people we don't really know, but there's this girl, and she's bragging about how she was the sunshine girl, and like she's bragging about all this shit, and I'd
Yeah.
had enough of listening to this broad. It was she was into herself
She was
so much.
yapping.
No, but she was
chatty
really
Cathy.
she was really into herself.
Mhm.
And then so back well, we still have it, right? The Toronto Sun, they have the Sunshine Girl, which is like the girl of the day in the Toronto Sun newspaper. And back when newspapers were the thing, like all the blue collar perv dogs, you get the Toronto Sun, you'd immediately go to check out the Sunshine Girl to see what she's looking like.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it was a big deal if you were a Sunshine Girl. That was like, that was a little bit of fame and fortune
Oh,
in
yeah.
Toronto,
Big time.
in Ontario.
Big
Like
time.
my uncle's truck was just littered with Sunshine Girls,
Yeah.
And then
I remember it always being at the porta potty on construction site. The Sunshine Girl thing would be in there.
Yep.
And you didn't want to touch it, but you always did.
And yeah, exactly. And sometimes if you're hard up, they had the Sunshine Boy at the back of the paper, but we don't want to get into that.
Ooh.
Yeah. So this is the wrong outhouse.
Yeah. Holy fuck.
It says shitter on the outside, but so this chick was bragging, and I'm like, shut the fuck up. She's like, fuck you, buddy. I was a Sunshine Girl. And I look at her, I go, must have been a fucking solar eclipse that day. The fucking place blew up. My boys are celebrating.
Yeah.
She storms out of the room just crying. When her friend runs out with her, like consoling her, and then her friend comes running back in. She's like, "You guys are fucking assholes!"
Yeah.
And we're like, "Ah!" Laughing even harder. But it was, just, again, she was a little bit more combative. The original one that I said was totally a record stop. Shouldn't have said it.
The funniest one
I
I
think was deserved.
seen somebody else was our friend there, Ray Madge. We were at Krabby Joe's, and this one dipshit comes in that we know who's always running his mouth. He used to come out and do my. You would know him if I'm not going to say the name on here because we don't want people getting butthurt. But
yeah,
this guy comes in. He's a little weenus, and he's got a fucking. He's got a tank top, like those tank tops with the holes in, like a knitted tank top,
a mesh tank top.
Yeah, a mesh tank top, and he's wearing no shirt underneath. Comes in, and he's got a fucking perm. He's got the sides shaved off, and then the top is just all like perm, and he's fucking in there acting like a fucking hot shot,
little hot dog.
Yeah,
little hot diggity.
Yeah, and I guess he had just got a girl pregnant, and he took off on the baby. And Ray knew the girl, I guess, so she sees him coming in.
Ray,
she goes, "What are you doing down here? Got a lot of money to drink, but not to raise your kid, eh, buddy?" And then, like everyone looks over, and we're like, "Oh." She's like, "Nice fucking perm. You look like a gay poodle." And everyone just blows up. I actually think I stole that line from her. You look like a gay poodle. Yeah.
You called Greg Proops that. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
we
so
take
funny.
inspiration from everywhere. But yeah. And like that was like the whole bar was like eyes on him, and he didn't stick around after that. Like she walked him out of the bar. That was pretty
that's deadly.
That was
calling out
funny.
A deadbeat dad like
calling
that.
out a deadbeat dad.
That's like a warranted record stop. Yeah.
In front of 60 deadbeat dads down at Krabby Joe's in Kitchen.
Oh yeah, everyone's excited.
Yeah.
That's like that's like at the, I believe it was the Golden Globes or the Emmys.
Mm-hmm.
Was it was it the Emmys when Kendrick Lamar was performing and all of Hollywood was singing the
Ain't Like
A
Us.
minor. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
yeah. A minor.
It's like,
But
don't you
really,
guys
like-
get in trouble for that every year?
Yeah. They're just so glad that the sun is burning someone else.
Yeah, exactly. Fucking rats.
Yeah. Oh, that's funny. Oh, I love moments like that where it's just like a deadly burn.
Yeah. It's like, have you seen these guys that go on and they pretend to be like young girls online? And they're catching people like out in Walmart and shit.
Oh yeah, the
And they're
Diddler
actually
Hunters.
they're actually like punching them out and like smacking them
guys
around.
Those guys are bad boys.
Yeah.
I'm always.
But here's the deal too, though. They're doing that. They're making money off of that, and they're fucking. It's like you're not doing it to stop it. I don't think. Like,
Yeah,
well,
it's like
part of them is, but it's like
it's fun seeing those little diddlers get beat up.
It is funny seeing it happen, but it's like, yeah, and they do deserve it.
I saw one where they fucking knocked a guy out with a jack-o'-lantern or the pumpkin. They threw a pumpkin at the back of his fucking head.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah, they fully cold clock people.
They picked up this little Chinese guy. I think he's Chinese. They fucking launched him.
Launched him into the fucking,
in the aisle of the store.
Yeah.
I mean, someone's got to do the job, But
yeah, exactly.
You hope that there's some sort of police follow through justice on those guys.
Well, yeah,
not the guys that are beating up the diddlers, but the diddlers themselves.
They do call the cops.
Yeah.
But I just find it fucking like, you know what I mean? Like, what if there was none? Like, what would you make money off of then? You know what I mean? Would you be doing bum fights, which was also hilarious?
Bum fights is pretty sweet.
Bum fights was fucking pretty good. I thought that was funny. It was funny that guy dressed up like Dr. Phil.
Yep, he dressed up like Phil the Thrill.
Yeah, that was fucking hilarious. Took him to school.
Went on Dr. Phil.
Yeah.
That was great.
Yeah.
Just mock Dr. Phil.
Yeah. But yeah, boys, keep on doing what you're doing. Hit one for me.
Yeah, I love seeing that.
And some of them, like, I hate the guys that they catch and they're all cocky. Like, what do you want? No, I wasn't. It's like, well, we have it right here that you fucking.
Yeah.
And then they're not so kind. Then the guy gives them a fucking smack, and then.
Yeah, they need it.
They fucking just shrivel, and that's that's what they're actually like. They're not fucking.
Yeah,
they're all fucking cowards, but.
Because the dudes that are doing it are obviously pretty tough. Like, I don't think that they're
big. Yeah, they're fucking big guys. Yeah. And I hope they're not getting charged for fucking knocking them out either.
If I'm a cop, I'm turning a blind eye to what they do. The thing is, though, some of these guys, and I'm not saying it's the guys we're talking about, but some of the pedophile hunters are actually pedophiles. They're just doing that.
Yeah, a couple of them have been caught for
throw the scent off themselves, right? Like
yeah.
that. There was a guy in Canada that was doing it, and he
doing it. That he ended up being a diddler too. It's like holy fuck. But it is good that there's people out there bringing this to light
because there's so many of them.
It's just weird making money off of that shit. You know what I mean? There's something strange about fucking
profiting off that.
Yeah,
the money should go towards helping kids that have been abused.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, then it's kind of like they say if you do a good deed and you tell somebody about it, then it's not really a good deed. I think that kind of falls under
it negates it. Yeah, there's a lot of guys. There's a lot of guys that love doing that nice guy shit for clicks.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's like,
or the people that just show up and give homeless people money. It's like, here you go, buddy. Here's $200.
Yeah,
I'm gonna make fucking $5,000 off of this video when I post it. Well, why don't you take the $200 and give me the $5,000?
Yeah.
I'm the one that's homeless.
Yeah.
What the fuck is $200 going to get me?
Hey, thanks for giving that homeless guy $200. He just bought a hot dose of fentanyl. Now he's fucking dead.
Yeah.
So you're part of Canada's MAID system now.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Made in Canada.
Made in Canada. Yeah. No, it is crazy what you can fucking make money off of nowadays.
Oh yeah.
Like fucking Sydney Sweeney. Did we talk about her?
No, what's going on with Sid the Skid?
Sydney Sweeney is
Is she
selling
selling
her bathwater and fucking making it into soap.
Oh, I saw that. Yeah.
Yeah.
With the little, was it this little the little squatch or something?
Yeah, little squatch. Yeah.
Little squatch.
Yeah. Ooh,
I'd like to see her little squatch.
yeah.
I think we all have. I don't know.
Yeah.
Sydney Sweeney. Yeah,
all the pre-wrestling boys just have the biggest boner for Sydney Sweeney.
They love
like
Sydney Sweeney.
12, 30, all the kids hitting puberty.
Oh yeah, they're
just buying that shit up, hoping their mom's gonna wash their mouth out with the soap.
Yeah. And there was the
that was a good joke. I fucking nailed that. That was off the top of the dome.
Tommy, I'll cut this out, but I've seen someone else make that joke.
No, you didn't.
I did, and I thought of the joke and didn't make it because I saw someone else hit it first. And you're like 2 weeks too late.
Everyone can fuck off.
Yep. We'll cut that out. I don't want to embarrass you, bro.
No, I don't care. We'll just say we filmed this the first day that the soap came out.
Yeah, exactly.
We filmed it first, so fuck off. This is actually copyright infringement of the main.
Yeah, we're suing the person.
Yeah, we're coming after you.
We're coming for your IP.
And those pedophile guys that knock out pedophiles, we've been doing that for fucking years. So guess what? We're suing you too.
Yeah, my dad knocked out a pedophile named Zorro with a fucking elbow smash to the face and broke his leg and stole his black ccowboy hat and wore it to work the next day. So you're infringing on the Morrison family business. Zorro still walks with a limp.
My dad, the one time we were in Niagara Falls, I was probably like 10 and my sister was like 4 or 5, and we were walking down by the falls, and there's like this little Asian man sitting up on the railing, the railing that's there, and he just had his fucking dick hanging out of his pants, and there's like kids walking around and shit.
How'd your dad see it?
Yeah. So my dad my sister seen it, and my dad
I'd be mad.
My dad turned like beet red. He was fucking mad. He started walking towards this guy, and then there was a cop. Somebody must have seen it and told a cop or whatever, because there was a cop coming through the crowd too. And my dad stopped the cop, and he's like, "You better fucking throw that cocksucker in jail, and I'm gonna throw him over the fucking railing of the."
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I don't know. Hopefully that fucking guy went to jail. But it would have been, if there wasn't the cop there, I would have liked to see what my dad would have done. I think that would have been hilarious.
Yeah, I mean, if there's no cops and that happens around my kids, someone's getting fucking lumped.
Oh yeah.
You got to do it. You got to deal with it. That's not acceptable.
Imagine that. I don't see my dad for the rest of my life because he threw an Asian man into the fucking. That would make national news.
That'd be the best reason to not see your dad, though. Hey.
Yeah. Well, this weekend was pretty crazy too. I had a visitor this weekend.
Yeah.
Sir Dave McGuinness came down for her visit. On Saturday. It was the first time I met my girlfriend. And
oh no, how did that go?
I don't really know. I was kind of drunk. But she's
Yeah.
like, I can definitely see his kind of his charm, even though with that scar and stuff. But for the listeners that don't know Dave, Dave is our buddy. He got stabbed in the face. He's got a pretty wicked scar.
Dave Jigsaw McInnes.
Yeah. But he calls me up, and I guess the place, he's living at a place right now where he's like doing maintenance on this property. He like lives in the basement, I think, and he gets paid in food and booze. That's the deal that he worked out with the guy.
Getting paid like he shouldn't be drinking at all.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like he's been in and out of the hab.
Yeah. So this guy took him in and just said, yeah, fix this shit up, do this, do that, and just gets him to do stuff around the property, I guess. But he had to come and visit me because he got kicked out of his house for the day because there was a preacher coming there with like his church, and they were having his flock. And I guess the preacher has met Dave before and said that he didn't want him on the property when they were having having their event.
The man of the cloth.
The man of the cloth.
He's a man of the cloth. He doesn't want David around.
Yeah.
Young David need not be here when we arrive. Yeah.
What kind of a fucking Christian are you? I thought it was all about forgiveness.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Davey comes down, and then Sunday, he slept on the couch for about 12 hours. Just passed right out, just sweating out booze. My whole fucking room smelled like a wine barrel, for fuck's sakes. So he gets up at like 8:30, and then he's like, all right, I'm taking off. And then about a half hour later, my buzzer goes again. I'm like, who the fuck's that? Go out, it's old Davey again. Comes in, he's all out of breath. He's like, holy fuck, buddy, I'm going to go back to jail. I'm like, what the fuck did you do possibly to go back to jail? You were supposed to be waiting for the bus to go home.
Yeah.
He's like, I went down to Sobeys and I stole a sandwich and a beer, and they caught me. So I took off running. He's like, Tommy, you think you give me a drive home? I just don't want to be standing out on the street there, because Sobeys is right down the road. Like, they're going to fucking catch me. I'm like, yeah, I'll fucking drive you home.
Oh, man.
So I drove him home, yeah.
And
it's like, buddy, I'll give you a beer and some food. Like, you could have just said, hey, do you think you could buy me a fucking sandwich? Like, yeah.
Love him. But he still hasn't come back onto Riverside where we record the pod to upload. He logged off. He jumped on the podcast last week.
Yeah.
Did a little impromptu drop in, and then he hasn't come back on because to upload his part, he needs to stay on for like 1 minute, and he hasn't come back on to do that because he logged off too soon. So I don't think.
We'll get him on here. You guys can get a fresh look at our buddy. He's not a bad guy. He's just.
We'll see. We would have got
disturbed.
Like 63% of that episode for the Patreon.
Yeah. You guys might be able to see him.
Might be able to see him.
He's a ghost. He's a ghost in the wind.
We love him, but he's a menace.
He's a menace to sobriety.
That's why I called you on Fight Stories this week. We were talking about you.
Oh, really?
And how you should come on Fight Stories soon.
Yeah. Talk about all the little scraps I've been in. I haven't been in a good scrape up in about 5 years. It's funny watching some of these people go out into these country crowds, like comedians who've never really played outside of the city.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And they think they're hot shit in Toronto. And then like you go out and you actually start
exploring the whole country,
doing fucking stand up, and then watching them fucking like just watching the life get sucked from their eyes.
Well, because those people usually are judgmental towards blue collar people.
Yeah.
And they realize most of this country is pretty blue collar.
Yeah. They're all fucking hillbillies and fucking.
Yeah. You gotta,
Yeah.
There's some meatheads for sure, but you gotta at least respect, this country is founded by meatheads.
Yeah. I'm
Here,
doing
1
a show
second.
with. Oh yeah, you getting a beer?
Plug your show. I'm just gonna go grab a brewski.
I'm doing a show with Jeff McHenry in St. Agatha at Kennedy's Restaurant and Catering on June 21st. Me and Tyler did a show there a couple years ago, and let me tell you, it's all blue hairs in there. There's a lot of good pecan pie recipes in there. I imagine every woman in the audience has that old Corningware with the blue flower on it for sure. Me and Tyler did not have a great show there. So I'm bringing in the big guns. Jeff McHenry is a redneck whisperer. He's going to come in and set the fucking record straight. I'm going to go up and do 5 minutes and hopefully not put it right into the shitter, but we'll see.
Talking about Jeff McHenry.
Yeah, Jeff McHenry. I was just saying that we had a rough go at that show a couple years ago.
Oh, at Kennedy's, yeah.
Yeah, sold out crowd too. I was all pumped up, and then when we got there, I'm like, oh no.
Yeah, you can tell it's the 4-H club.
Oh no. Yeah, but some of those people are really like, I don't know. When it comes to farmers and shit, some of them like that kind of stuff, and then some of them don't.
Yeah, because
The
they're very
ones who
religious.
like it, like really like it, and the ones who don't fucking hate it.
Yeah, like not every farmer is Letterkenny in this country.
No, exactly. Yeah,
they're more Christian.
Yeah.
Like, well, in that particular venue, like it's at like a 4 corners, and there's a church on every other corner.
Yeah, there's a church at every corner, and yeah,
and then this bar.
I really misread that room.
Yeah,
when I
100%.
But Jeff will fucking smash that.
I think so. Like Jeff Jeff appeals
Jeff.
to people in a different way than us. We're just a little bit more
stupid,
crass.
Yeah,
crass would be the word.
I'm doing clean. I'm not swearing, or I'm not saying fuck. I'm not going to talk about pussy once. It's going to be a shitty show.
Yeah, he did a real good sell job on that.
Yeah. We'll see what happens, buddy.
Come on out to my show. I'm not gonna talk about pussy. not gonna drink anything before.
Yeah.
It's gonna suck.
It's gonna fucking suck. I just don't like doing clean shows.
No one does, unless you're a dweeb.
I would like the paycheck. That would be all right. But just to do that, I don't think I would even do comedy anymore and be like, this is brutal.
But like some people, that's
mostly because I'm not
good
at it. Well, I've only seen a couple people where I'm like, these guys are so funny. Like Jim Gaffigan is one, and Brian Regan, where they can just go up and just talk about mundane shit. Even Seinfeld too. Like he's hilarious, and he doesn't have to. But it's only a couple people that
they don't really make me laugh. Like I don't gravitate to that type of humor. I get why it's funny technically. I get that they're funny and people love it, but it does nothing for me. And that's not and I'm not taking away from their skill. Like that's a skill to do to be able to be as successful as those guys are and kill on that level with those crowds.
Yeah.
You know, they kill with everyone, but for me, it's just not. I'm totally more just into darker jokes. I have a more fucked up sense of humor. I do find Tom Papa very funny as a clean comic, so it's not like there's clean comedy that I'm not into. I like when Jim Brewer has good clean comedy when he works clean. He's really funny with it.
Yeah,
I found like Graham Chittenden, who's a Canadian, is a really funny comic, and he works clean.
Oh yeah, I do love Graham Chittenden.
Dave Hemstad is a really great clean comic.
Okay, so there's a couple. You're kind of throwing me under the bus. You know?
No, but those they make me laugh, but certain ones don't. So I guess it's just everyone's taste is different, really.
Mm-hmm. My mom's like that. My mom loves that shit.
Yeah, well, I
She's
remember
like, I don't want to hear somebody up there talking about getting a blowjob. Like,
yeah,
okay.
because she doesn't want to fucking hear someone, i.e., your dad, asking for one
Well,
anymore.
yeah.
Like, there's a lot of women who are just sick of hearing it from their husbands.
Yeah.
It's like, if I want that talk, I can get it at home.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's like, yeah, every wife is just tired of their husband pestering them. Hey, just being a sex pest.
Yeah. Come on, honey. Yeah.
Eh?
Just
Eh?
see her washing the tub. I'm like, oh yeah, in a nightie.
How about a little
Oh.
something for the old
Hey,
boy?
for the old boy.
Hey, for old time's sake.
Yeah.
Why don't you take out those teeth, Gladys, and get
Yeah.
fucking gumming?
Yeah. I mean, that apple crumble you made was amazing, but what really top it off is a little sucky.
Yeah. I've been such a good boy. How
Yeah.
about a little tuggy?
How about a little tug?
How about a little tuggy for old Dougie?
Yeah. Tickle my balls and it will whistle in your ear.
Just old timey perv dogs.
Yeah, old timey perv dogs.
The perv dogs are they're out. We know you're out there.
How's
We
it
know you're
going,
out there.
miss? How about a little slacking?
Yeah, there's so funny. And like
I remember when I was a kid hearing my grandpa, like I was in the other room. He didn't know I was listening or whatever. And my my grandpa talking about pussy. It was so fucking. I don't know if you guys have ever had the pleasure of this. It's usually something you don't talk about with your grandpa, but it's just so weird. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And talking about him banging somebody other than your grandma too. You're like, holy fuck.
What was he saying?
It was an old fucking line. What's that line again? It was a girl that used to work down at they had a grocer down here called the Dutch Boy or whatever. And I guess
Shout out to the Dutch boy.
she worked in like the baking section. And I guess he was just going in there buying tarts, giving her the business and stuff, fucking flirting with her. And anyway, I guess he actually took her home the one day, and he's like, "Let me tell you, she shagged like a fucking minx." Like just old line like that.
Yeah. Just that old timey.
So funny
slang.
here. Like you wouldn't think that someone talks like that even gets pussy, but they're still doing it.
Yeah.
But yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, hearing your grandpa talk dirty that's filth.
It's weird. It's weird hearing your grandpa talk about banging chicks.
Because he's fucking senile as shit. It's just got syphilis.
Yeah. She gave me the worm.
But it's also like he's probably been married to your grandma for 50 years, and everyone.
No,
like,
they're divorced. Like they divorced.
Oh, that was a
later.
divorce one.
Yeah.
Which grandpa was it? Grandpa Bubba?
I can't say.
Oh, Grandpa Bubba totally reminds me, just like from what I've heard of him, he's like Jack Warden from Problem Child.
Yeah, he was hilarious, man. He's passed away now. But he had like
Took his hatred of you to the grave.
Yeah. He was a handsome guy. He used to get my mom to dye his hair and his beard like jet black. He wanted to look like fucking, and he loved Bob Seger. I think he was trying to look like fucking Seger. Fucking slick it.
Oh no. Yeah. Have we told that on I don't think we told that on the podcast, the Seeger story.
Oh no, I don't think we have.
I think it might be time to tell that.
I think it might be time.
So yeah, one time my cousin and I were drinking, and my uncle's buddy, I guess, is a roadie for all these bands in the 70s back in the day, and speaking of record stopping moments, everyone's talking, telling their stories, and this guy, he was a roadie, so all these guys are talking like their concert stories, and all
Yeah.
of a sudden he just pipes up out of the blue. He's like, one time I seen Bob Seger get fucked right in the ass. Walked out, did a double take. Sure enough, it was Bobby, and he was getting fucking hammered. Just bent right over the fucking hood of a fucking Buick, just getting reamed. And everyone's like, what
Yeah.
the fuck did you just say? Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Just
Yeah.
like all right.
Yeah.
And you don't know how much like credence it has, like how much truth is to that. But I mean, wilder things have happened, I'm sure. But I mean, just Bob Seger's not a guy you think of as Is
that what
get
like a rock inspired?
he took a couple night
Yeah.
moves.
He had a cock like a rock. Ooh, like a rock.
Against the wind.
Yeah.
Pushing my ass against the wind.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Well, you don't like to
Bob's.
speak ill about fucking Seeger. He still hasn't come out and
He won't party
drank
with us.
Me and Tyler get drunk. Every time we get drunk, we go on X and we tweet at Seeger asking
Yep.
if he'll come and drink with us, and he still hasn't got back to us. So
He's been ghosting us.
he's been fucking fibbing and he's been hiding.
I Googled if Seeger was gay the other day.
Yeah.
About once a month I Google to find out.
When is he gonna slip up?
Is Bob Seger gay? I always
allegations.
I always ask. Let's ask ChatGPT. Maybe they know something.
Yeah.
Maybe ChatGPT knows. Hold on. Let's ask our boy. Is Bob Seger a homosexual? Is Bob Seger a homosexual?
Bob Seger has always kept his personal life pretty private, and he's been married to his wife, Juanita Dorcat, since 1993. There's no public information or statements from him about his sexual orientation. Ultimately, it's his personal business.
One time I seen Bob Seger get fucked right in the ass. I walked out, did a double take. Sure enough, it was Bobby, and he was getting fucking hammered.
That sounds like quite a story. Well, everyone has their own experiences, and it's definitely a colorful memory to share.
No, I seen it.
Colorful memory.
Yeah.
I think the only thing that was getting painted that day was Bobby.
Yeah.
Painted white.
Yeah.
Oh my God. So dumb.
That is fucking hilarious.
If that's a true story, that's hilarious.
Why would you make it up?
Yeah, I know. Like Bob Seger of all people too.
Yeah.
Like who's just reaching for that branch when they're making up a story?
Yeah, exactly.
But I mean, holy, just the way he delivered that. So priceless.
I remember I met a roadie at a show in Guelph the one time. He was a roadie for Ozzy Osborne.
Yep.
And he was sitting in the back with us having some beers and stuff. And I'm like, so man, I gotta fucking ask you. I'm like, how is it like touring around with fucking Ozzy Osborne? He's like, couldn't tell you, mate. I was chewed out of me mind the whole time.
That's great.
I'm like, yeah, that sounds about fucking right.
We got to get some roadies on this show. Let's get roadies on.
Let's get a couple fucking roadies on here.
Tell us some behind the scenes shit. We love that. We need the filth, floor, and filth, as Eddie Murphy put it. We want to hear all the behind the scenes stories from all your scummiest favorite people.
Yeah. Ozzy Osborne would be wild to fucking be on it. And when he was fucking going hard in
Oh,
the
yeah, he
late
was a
70s and
menace.
80s, that would be fucking pretty funny to see. He's
Yeah.
quitting. I guess he's quitting singing.
Good. It's about time.
It's
I love
about-
Ozzy, but
I love Ozzy.
I mean, I saw him at Ozfest in, I want to say 2000.
Yeah.
Whenever they did the Black Sabbath reunion at Ozfest in, like, I think 2000, or
Mhm.
it might have been 2001 even. But we went, we got tickets. It was a last minute thing. My buddy Joe Nunari, his sister Grace, shout out Grace Nunari, probably doesn't want her name mentioned on this podcast, but
Yeah, we'll believe that.
great person. She hooked us up with backstage passes to Ozfest, but we didn't know they were backstage passes because it was like very last minute. So she had these passes sitting at her house. She's like, I can't use these. Do you guys want to go to the concert? And there was like a good amount of them. I think like, four to six of them. And we went and picked up these passes and we go right to Ozfest. We get there and I think we came in the back way because we had these passes, but we didn't realize it. And then we're going and we're like cutting to like the front of the line somehow in all these situations. And we just were too dumb. We're in high school. We didn't realize we had these backstage passes. We thought they're just regular things.
It's like Wayne's World with the thing on.
Yeah, exactly. Just totally. Yeah. But we're oblivious to what we could have accessed had we have utilized those passes,
Yeah.
But that was when like Papa Roach was there. Papa Roach killed it. Shout out to Papa Roach.
Papa Roach is going to be performing at the Odd in Kitchener.
Oh, that'll be a good show, man.
Yeah.
Colby Dick, the lead singer, he was in the crowd like right near us when Sabbath was playing.
Oh, that'd be fucking sweet.
Yeah. Fucking, but Ozzy was washed then, like the whole concert. He's like, oh, I can't hear you. It's like, but you realize he actually
really can't hear.
Yeah, he actually can't hear you.
Yeah.
Which I don't know. That's
I
probably...
loved the fucking. I hate most reality TV, but I loved the fucking Osbournes. That was one of my favorite reality TV shows of all time.
We need Wheelchair Cole to come on and talk about Ozzy and metal.
Yeah.
Cole, or as my kids call him, Cole who likes to roll.
Cole who likes to.
Yeah. They're like, who's the guy in the wheelchair? I'm like, that's Cole who likes to roll. And then they picked up on that. But Cole, he's a metalhead, man.
Yeah,
I think he might be pretty good at it.
He
shreds, right?
Yeah, he's got a signed. He met Ozzy Osborne.
Oh yeah, he milked that Make-A-Wish shit.
Yeah, I would too. Fuck.
Yeah, there's let me just look here because we love Cole. He's our...
If I was in a wheelchair, buddy, I'd be getting Sydney Sweeney to piss on me. Fuck the soap.
Exactly. We'll get a...
Give me a golden shower. Come on. I'm a paraplegic. It's just piss. You're just putting it in the toilet and flushing it anyway. Why can't it be in my mouth?
Give me your underwear, Skidney Sweeney.
I'm a paraplegic.
Oh, man. Our buddy Connor Bergstrom, he loves Sydney Sweeney.
Ooh. Yeah, eh?
Oh, he's a...
See me, like, I look at girls like that, I'm like, well, I'm never fucking gonna get with anybody like that. So I just don't even, like, I'm like, yeah, whatever. It's another fucking hot chick. I'm like, might as well fantasize about something I can get.
Might as well be rude and blow every fucking chance out of the water.
Charlene down at fucking the Giant Tiger. She's looking good. I could get something like that. You know what I mean?
Big time.
Girls that work at Giant Tiger love welders. It's the light at the end of the tunnel for them.
So, this episode, though, it wouldn't be available to you fine folks today if it wasn't for the fine folks at Schaefer Construction. Schaefer Construction.
Schaefer Construction, everybody. And hold
We don't
on,
hire
we got
women.
we don't hire women, and we got a couple little slogans that we prepared. Compliments
They
of
asked us to do an ad read.
compliments of Bobby Easter. Here at Schaefer Construction, we're trying to end the stigma around women, and hiring them is the right thing to do. Schaefer Construction, no girls allowed. Schaefer Construction, we got 99 problems, but a woman on the job site ain't one. And we've been the main offenders. Thank you very much for listening. Shout out to Bobby Easter for all the cool fucking slogans he's sending us. Roses are red, violets are blue. Hiring women is some shit we don't do. Schaefer Construction. That's how we do it right there. Yeah.
Fucking
Yeah.
the Schaefs.
Yeah.
We're going to have Schaefer Construction apparel available very soon.
Mm-hmm.
We'll be sharing the links to that. You're going to want to get yourself some Schaefer gear and Main Offenders gear. And you can support by going to the Patreon, patreon.com/Tyler Morrison Main Offenders tier. You're going to get early access, ad-free, a lot of uncut, the stuff that we can't air on the regular platforms. We're keeping it on there for you guys. Stuff where it's like we're watching videos and shit where, it's going to get flagged. You watch it on the Patreon and have a good fucking laugh. Sometimes we have to bleep shit out.
Sometimes we don't.
But on the Patreon, that's your glory hole to the fucked up world of Tom O'Donnell and Tyler Morrison. So
Yeah.
any support, even if you come on as a free member, you know what I mean? When you can support with a couple bucks, that helps. This is it's just how we grow the community and we grow our base. We want you guys coming out to our live shows. We're going to be on the road. We're going to be doing a bunch of live shows. Hopefully in the fall, we're going to be
We
setting
want
up
you there.
a tour. So you guys better be fucking ready for that. And follow us on all the social media. We're on Twitter, Main Offenders Pod. We're on, or I guess it's X now. And we're also on, if you can believe it, Instagram. Main Offenders on Instagram. And follow Tyler and Tommy. We're on all that shit.
We
We love you guys. You know the drill. FAFO.
Fuck around, you find out. And that's about it.
That's all you need to know. Right in the ass.